What's up, you mighty Morphin MontyVersers? We are here to check out the brand new Power Rangers Cosmic Fury trailer. A trailer that I didn't even know was out, apparently.
I didn't either.
But if you go on Netflix's homepage and you type in Power Rangers Cosmic Fury and you go on the landing page, the trailer is up on the page, and it is the official trailer for the series. So we're going to react to it.
I'm excited for this because I wasn't sure if we were going to get anything at this point. But
Me neither. The promotion for this show has been so weird in terms of what Hasbro and Netflix are doing. I just figured we weren't going to get a trailer at all. The theme was going to be our trailer. But nope, there is a full trailer apparently. I say full. It's a minute-long trailer. So let's jump right into it. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, guys. Starting the trailer for Power Rangers Cosmic Fury right now.
These work just like our dino keys.
Oh my god, he has the arm.
Already.
Cosmic orb.
Well, we say already, but we don't know when this takes
morphing
place.
sequence.
The morphing grid.
Oh my god, those suits look really cool.
Yeah. It's like an evolution of the Dino Fury morph. Oh, that's smooth. I like that.
Fury power.
Oh, whoa. Oh, the dark ring. Whoa, was it what?
Okay, this universe looks even bigger than I thought it would.
Yeah. Are those the Morphin Masters?
Oh.
Okay.
They were strategic with that. I
Very
feel like.
strategic with it.
Okay, can I start?
Well, yeah, go ahead.
Firstly, it looks like there's a fairly good variety of locations they're gonna be on. And like I'm assuming different planets, but probably maybe even some on Earth. And I kind of like that there's this greater scale and scope than even I was wondering. Also, I feel like they very intentionally did not show Ollie.
They did show Ollie. That's why I pulled up the trailer again. I wanted to go through it.
But they didn't show him really fighting in the Cosmic Fury suit.
See, let's touch on your point about it feeling big. Yes, it feels very big.
Yeah.
This series, they're really leaning into the cosmic aspect of Cosmic Fury, where it seems like they're going to be globe trotting, but except not around the globe.
Yeah.
They're going to be galaxy trotting. We're going to be visiting a lot of different planets and locations this season, which I think is really cool and is going to expand the lore, the already pretty expansive lore of Power Rangers, which I really like. I love lore building in my series. So yeah, if we skim through the trailer, you actually do see a pretty interesting tidbit about Ollie, which is right here.
Okay, I figured that was probably him, but I wasn't positive.
Okay, so he has to get captured fairly early on in the show. Because one, he's still in his Dino Fury suit. That's one. And two, Amelia's still using her Dino Fury saber.
Can you go back a little bit in this? Because this is hard to see with the effect. Or just play it. Or even just play it. Oh, okay, yeah. So she's like attacking something. And he's there.
She's attacking the Zed,
the Zed putties, basically.
The Zed putties, yeah. Let's call them the Zed putties. She's attacking the Zed minions, and he's kind of just being held in a state of suspension. So he must be getting turned evil or something. I don't know.
I wasn't sure if he was part of the attack.
No, it doesn't look like it, because for some reason, it doesn't look like it. It looks like he's being suspended, and they're like siphoning his energy or something.
Yeah, I mean,
or they're doing something.
But I kind of like that it's a little ambiguous, because I don't necessarily need or want to know right away what the situation is.
And he's not there when they first get their morphers.
No. And I think that's, again, intentional.
And it looks like Billy is the one who's giving them their morphers. And if we need a Cosmic Fury Blue Ranger, is it possible that Billy is going to step in as the Blue Ranger while Ollie is out of commission? Or do we think later on Ollie will come back to the side of good and maybe Billy will have like a morpher waiting for him?
I was going to say, I think it's fair to assume that Ollie at some point will take on the blue Cosmic Fury mantle. Whether it's not until the end, I think is a fair theory. So he'll have it at some point, but I think that's a valid theory to assume that maybe Billy will take it, but now that we're looking at this clip, he's still in Mighty Morphin.
Yeah, so I asked that question before I skimmed through it again. It looks like he's still going to be using his Mighty Morphin powers, which is good. I would prefer that for Billy. As much as I would love to see Billy get new powers, I think it's cool to see a Mighty Morphin suit go up against Zed throughout the entire season, as obviously it's kind of like a full circle moment for the franchise. I love that. But also in this, we might as well touch on it. This trailer gave us the official, I would say announcement, but reveal that Heckle is in fact returning. The rumors are true. Heckle will be returning as the Dark Ranger, like it's been teased, like it's been leaked. And I really love that because we didn't get the Dark Ranger in Dino Charge proper. So to have Heckle's story continue in Cosmic Fury, I think it's really cool. And it's also like tying up some of the loose ends left in the Power Ranger universe.
I can't comment on that at all.
Yeah, no, I'm talking to you as if you know who Heckle is, but
I'm aware of his existence.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and it looks like they're all fighting together, which is pretty cool. This was less of a trailer than it was the morphing sequence with like a brief smattering of random assorted clips.
But I think that's actually smart though, because it, like I said, it expands upon the scope of the series. It gives us some tidbits, but it pretty much doesn't spoil anything, at least that significant, that I don't think we could have already assumed. At most, it shows that Ollie's not with them. It shows Zato on his own becoming the Zenith Ranger.
Which looks really cool.
Yes.
The suit looks really good.
But, like, they don't even show Fern, so this is very much not a spoilery trailer.
No, and then look at this shot. We have Zato with the red Morphin Master staff.
Yeah, with Ion.
With Ion. But it raised a lot of questions because then later on in the trailer, we see, which apparently must be the first opening shot of the series, we see the Dino Fury Rangers and Zato as the Ghost Ranger
duking it out.
Battling it out with Zed's minions and a monster. And then we see the Morphin Masters zooming in this battle and fighting alongside the Rangers. So how big of a threat is Zed that you have the Morphin Masters, these omnipotent beings fighting, and apparently something must go wrong in order for Zato to end up having the red Morphin Master staff.
Yeah.
Is it possible that Zed is able to defeat the Morphin Masters?
I think that's a good stake to have, and it would make them feel a lot less like a Deus Ex Machina, which I think was a concern we both had with Dino Fury.
Yeah.
I think it would it would be weird from a power scaling perspective, but I think that at least gives it some teeth.
I don't think he could defeat them. Maybe he captures them.
Yeah, or subdues them.
Yeah, subdues them, puts them in a point of suspended animation, because to have them be killed or destroyed in Power Rangers terms, it just seems a little weird, and it just seems like a way to get them off the table after introducing them in the first place. I think maybe capturing them, and it gives the stakes for the Rangers, because they were really a Deus Ex Machina in Dino Fury. They were like, hey, you need something? Here you go. And
they try to pass it off like, oh, Green's just going against what the rest of them want to do, and that didn't really make it that much better.
Yeah, and it also explains, like, because a big critique is, now that we know that they can revive Rangers, why didn't they revive so many of the other Rangers that passed away? The first one that jumps to mind, Trini in Power Rangers Once and Always.
Yeah.
And if they were busy, and if they're fully engaged in a war with Zed, which I'm assuming we know they were, because they did resurrect Zato for the explicit purpose of fighting Zed with his team. So it's most likely they were busy. They were just doing other things.
Then they're not so omnipotent.
Which is still pretty dark. But no, I said near omnipotent.
Yeah,
I don't think they're like God. I don't think they're like Big G God.
Right.
But they're definitely gods in the Power Ranger universe.
Yeah. So that's an interesting theory, and I think that actually could retroactively improve that aspect of Dino Fury.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see where they go with that.
Yeah, really curious. And it also, like, emphasizes how strong Zato is.
Yeah.
Like, because one, we see, I wonder what his mission, his purpose is going to be in this series. Because one, the Zenith Ranger suit looks dope.
Yeah.
Or the Champagne Poppy Ranger, the Champagne Ranger. I think it looks really cool, and it feels special. There's something about it. Maybe it's the way it gleams in the camera.
Or maybe it's the cape.
It's the cape. The cape is dope. The white cape. But even the Ghost Ranger cape is dope.
Yeah. In a weird way, it's like, I actually kind of like the cape on this better than the Mystic Force.
Oh, yeah. Long capes are cool. If you're going to cape, you got to commit. I actually like I know a lot of people have mixed feelings on the Cosmic Fury suits. I think in motion and in the lighting of this trailer, I think they look really good.
They look a lot better here than they did in that initial clip that the cast posted on, like, when they were wrapping filming.
Because it's rough, you know. They
and the morph looks really. We didn't even really talk about the morph. Well, I think the morph looks pretty cool.
I was saving that for last. We have essentially we learned two things: the morphing sequence and how the morphers work.
Mm-hmm.
What many of us assumed that the cosmic orbs would be essentially the triggering device for the morph, the power source for the morph, which it is, like the Dino keys last season.
Yeah.
Or the power coins if you're old. But so we get and then they flop them in and they lock them in, and I really like the sequence. The sequence, like we said, it feels like an evolved version, a sequel, if you will, to the Dino Fury Morph.
This is such a stupid minor note, but I think like those color coordinated bodysuits they're wearing at the beginning, which look to be part of the suits themselves, those actually look really cool than just having them in just straight CGI black.
Those are sick.
Those look great. The only part that I thought was a little silly was like the way they like flop forward as the suit.
Yeah,
form.
It's a little awkward.
But I also feel like that's happened in other morphs, so I can't fault them too much for it.
It's not so much they flop. Yeah, you're right. It does look like a flop when they flip forward. Yeah. I wish they would have just stood. If they would have just stood still or walked into it.
Or even what they did in the Dino Fury morph, which I think is fantastic.
Which when they suspended?
Where they jump and they're like in suspension, and it looks really epic. Where it's kind of like a magical girl anime transformation where it's more that's happening to them than they're doing anything. Because having them like jump forward, it feels like it's a little bit grandiose and unnecessary.
I like the part when they're in the air though.
I like the part when the suit actually forms around them too, yeah.
That's really cool. And I also like how they activate the helmets, which is like they just wrap the morphin energy over their head. I know that you're not gonna like it because you hate every season like that does weird helmet stuff.
Well, no, I don't think it's bad. I think it's just like it's a little bit too basic because they just like do this.
I like it. I think it's cool. No one's done that before, where you just kind of like take the energy and you wrap it around your head and it forms the helmet.
But it doesn't feel like a wrap as much as like,
No, it doesn't. Let's now I'm gonna force her to watch it again.
I'll watch it again
in slow motion.
Well, wait, no. Okay. So, yeah, it's just a single swipe.
I like that. It's like boom.
It's not that it's inherently bad. I'm just like,
whatever. Okay.
But I still think it's a good morph. I still think overall it's a good morph, and at least they're doing something to try and make it different.
Yeah, and I think the suits look really good in the lighting.
Yes.
I think they did a really good job of the angles they shoot shoot the suits in. Mm-hmm. They make them look really good in certain shots.
And like I've always, for the most part, I'm a little biased towards the suits with skirts because I just love that little touch. I especially love, and I've said this before, kind of like the double plate that Amelia has.
Yeah, like the asymmetrical.
Because if anything, I think that looks even better than everyone else having just the half of the plate.
Yeah, it looks like hip armor, almost like an actual suit of armor.
Yeah, so I think that's a really cool detail. I was gonna say we know it's not gonna be unique to her because Fern will also have it, but I really like it.
Yeah, plus the weapons look all cool. It's interesting. Ion's suit definitely feels less gold this season.
They definitely did that on purpose.
They muted it to make it more yellow than gold. I think that was definitely done intentionally because his helmet and boots still look gold, and his weapon is very gold.
I would still say it leans more yellow gold, though.
It's more, I would say this is gold. I would say the helmet, the weapons are gold, and then the suit itself is a mustard color.
Yes, but I would still say it's all of those pieces are still more yellow than anything in his last suit.
The helmet is the same helmet, so you're wrong about that. It's the same helmet from his suit last season.
It is?
Yes, so it is definitely gold. It's definitely gold, and the weapon is definitely gold. The suit is a more muted gold, which looks like mustard yellow.
If you say so.
Listen, I will bust out the color wheel, and we will go over this. No,
I'm good with that.
It's definitely the same helmet, so it's definitely gold. And you can see it shine golden here. So it definitely shines differently than the suit does.
Well, oh yeah, I think there's definitely a difference between I guess like you could call it the overall accessories or accents compared to the actual bodysuit. I think you're definitely right there.
Yeah. And again, the Zenith Ranger suit looks really good.
It does.
Because we haven't seen a lot with that. For most of the stuff we've seen with Zato so far, he's been in the Ghost Ranger suit. So to see the Zenith Ranger suit in action looks really cool. And another thing is, I was wondering this because last season they kind of had the swords that kind of acted as their primary weapons.
Yeah.
And I was like, they all have actual unique weapons this season, instead of like a saber, a sidearm that most Rangers have. So I was curious, like, I wonder if they're gonna have like a blaster or some way to project energy. And it looks like that their morphers can be used as a blaster as well, because we see here that Izzy is using her morpher like a blaster, and of course she is, because she is badass and she is the best fighter of all the Rangers. So that's curious. I was really curious about that, and I think we got that answer. But overall, I wonder if there's any other like little things besides like the Morphin Masters over here. Ollie's still with the team.
All things considered, the fact that we got this much from what is technically less than a minute is kind of impressive.
Yeah, like literally less than 30 seconds if you think about it once you discount the morph. But yeah, looks like a lot of locations, looks like a lot of story. They're cramming a lot of story into these 10 episodes, which I really like. It means everything's going to move extremely fast. We're not going to get any filler. It's going to be all thriller, no filler, which I'm into. But overall, I'm just as hyped as I was before I found out this trailer came out, which was pretty darn hype. I'm really excited for Cosmic Fury.
I am too, and I'm super excited that it's less than a month away at this point.
Yeah.
And hopefully, like, we might even get more before that even.
I doubt it, but hey, who knows? Didn't know this was coming. Didn't know anything about this. So, we'll see. If you guys liked the video, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our latest content. We're going to be reacting to every episode of Power Rangers Cosmic Fury, so make sure you stay tuned to the page to catch that. And until next time, guys, stay versed.